Hello darlings, and welcome back to my channel. I have a list of perfumes that's for every style and of course every budget, ranges from very cheap to very expensive. So I hope you guys are ready so we can go ahead and spill this tea on these top 10 best spring perfumes. These perfumes are not in any particular order. I'm just going to grab them as I see them, and I'm definitely going to link the perfumes down below. So if you are interested, you can definitely find them. And honey, you already know I'm going to list them at the best price because that's what we do over here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these spring perfumes. So this first one is a niche perfume. It is from the House of Bond number 9, and we have Madison Square Park. I tried it in the sample about 2 years ago, and I also tried Nolita. You guys, I end up buying Nolita. I barely wear Nolita, but honey, I tried that sample again, and oh my God, was I blown away. This is a masterpiece from Bond number 9. And what I really like about Bond number 9 fragrances, you guys, I think they are so unique. Let me go ahead and just get a spray. But these Bond number 9 fragrances are wow. This smells amazing. Guys, these Bond number 9 perfumes are really unique. Some of them are kind of like run-of-the-mill, where it's like, okay, is it worth $300-400 for a bottle, or even $2 something for a 50 ml? I've tried a lot, and I also have a huge collection sitting over there, but my main focus today is this one, this Madison Square Park. This is so unique in a way that it starts off fresh. When you first spray it, it's fresh, and you definitely get those grassy notes. And I believe that's probably why, I don't know, I did test it on the sample, but I believe that's why I didn't get it, because I'm really not into that grassy type of perfume, that grassy type of scent. I actually sprayed it and finally got the scent of blueberry. I couldn't believe it. I was like, why didn't I get this before? This is so pretty, underrated as well. It's not a crowd-pleasing scent, but I tell you, when you're talking fresh and fruity, right here, this is the best one. So again, this one is from the House of Bond number 9, and this is Madison Square Park. So moving right along to the next one. This one, you guys, I've talked about several times. I will forever recommend this perfume. This is the best spring perfume that's offered from this house, in my opinion, and the house is Versace. And if you know me, you already know it is a Versace Eros Perfume Eau de Toilette. This is a hidden gem. It's very citrusy, but it's also fresh and it's sweet. For this being an eau de toilette, this one lasts for a long time on the skin. I have never had a problem. If this actually hits my clothes when I wear it, I can smell this in my clothes till I wash my clothes. When I open my closet door, I can smell this perfume. And I usually go in a little heavy with this. It's probably why you can smell it. I usually spray, I would say more around like 6 sprays, but boy, I tell you, this is the best Versace fragrance for spring. Guys, you will not be disappointed. I don't know nobody that doesn't like this. If there is someone out there that don't like this, I'll wait. Compliment getter, beautiful fragrance. So I have 3 bottles of this. I have the small 1 ounce. I have this one, which came in a gift set with the 1 ounce and this 3.4 ounce. And I also had the 1.7 ounce. And my sister loved it so much. When she came over to my house, I just gave it to her, honey. She was like, it's beautiful. I said, you can have it because I already got 2 other bottles. Now, I've worn this a couple of times since I've cracked open this new bottle. This is absolutely amazing. You guys, I don't even need to spray it. I really don't. I'm not even gonna waste my little spray cards because I already know what it does. I already know what it smells like. And you can actually find this perfume for a good price. Because it's been out for quite a while, it definitely stands its ground. And I highly rank this. And I will forever recommend this. One of my favorites. This is in my top 10 for my collection, period. That's how much I love this. And again, this one is Versace Eros Perfume Eau de Toilette. Not the Eau de Parfum. That's a whole nother situation. This is the Eau de Toilette. Love this one. This one is sweet, beautiful. Love this. Try it out. Thank me later. Okay, so moving right along, this next one actually is 2 of them from this house. I have to include both of them because they are both equally drop dead gorgeous, okay? But I'm gonna start with the lesser of the 2. And well, price is around the same, but the lesser of the 2 as to where I would rank them, but they're both for spring. One of them is for all year round, but let me go ahead and just get into it. It is Cassily from Parfums de Marly. You guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. It's smooth, it's fruity, it's powdery. The fruitiness is so strange. I think it's maybe because I'm looking at the bottle, but it's so strange because what I really smell from this is peach fuzz. Like the fuzz of a peach. I don't even think peach is a note in this. And you know, sometimes we smell perfume and think a color actually describes the scent. You'll see this peach, so you automatically think, okay, it has peach in it. But nope, that's not the case. But all I know is it's fresh, fruity peach. Absolutely gorgeous. Worth $320? Well, that's a whole nother topic of conversation. But for right now, it's in my collection. I love it, and I will highly recommend this. Although it does not last as long as Delena, it has about, I would say, I got maybe about 4 to 6 hours. 6 hours at the most, but then it turned into a skin scent. I love this. This is a beautiful offering from Parfums de Marly. The fruitiness of it, I would say it is more of a spring scent for me. So that's why I had to go ahead and talk about this one. But again, this one is Costly from Parfums de Marly. Try her out and let me know if you like it. And next up, you already know, like I said, I had 2 from this house, and it has to be Delena. You guys, Delena is a 10 out of 10 for me. Delena is beautiful. It's woody though. It's beautiful rose, slightly powdery, but it's also kind of tart from the rhubarb. So it's like rose and rhubarb. I have never smelled rose and rhubarb done this well. This is beautiful. There is another fragrance from the house of Bond Number 9 that has rose and rhubarb that we're going to talk about. And I kind of got a little bit of feeling of that, but honey, that one has patchouli, so it goes in a totally different direction. But this one right here, Delena, a lot of people like it, a lot of people hate it. For me, this is gorgeous and it's also sexy. So it is like a sexy spring scent. Honestly, you can wear this any time of the year. Delena is just that good. 10 out of 10. Parfums de Marly did their thing with this one. So, and also La Rose that they just came out with, that's a flanker of Delena, and we would definitely discuss that one as well, honey, because yes, she is in my stash. This Delena by Parfums de Marly, 10 out of 10, gorgeous spring scent. Check her out. Okay, moving right along. These fragrances that I'm telling you, these are 10 out of 10s for me, without a question. And this one is from Gucci, and this is Gucci Flora Eau Fraiche. This Gucci Flora Eau Fraiche, it smells juicy. It smells really aquatic. It's very similar to just the original Gucci Flora, the EDP, guys, but this is a lot fresher. And when I tell you, this is a compliment getter. Every time I wear this, I receive compliments. I love this. I will forever recommend this one as well. You guys, I do believe this is limited edition, but it is on the discounted sites. You need to try this. This is gorgeous. This is a beautiful scent, and I highly recommend, and I give it a 10 out of 10. And again, this one is Flora by Gucci, and this is the Eau Fraiche version. Check it out. Beautiful spring perfume. Okay, so moving right along, this next one, this is Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey Pure Nectar Eau de Parfum. This is like a sun in a bottle. This is gorgeous. It has like a skin-like scent to it. It's like very bright. It's also sweet. I know it has honey in it. You could definitely pick up the sweetness, but this dries down to a like musky skin scent that lingers forever. But this is a 10 out of 10 for me. There's several flankers to this perfume now. I did have the Pure Nectar Patel, but that one is the Eau de Toilette version of this. I did end up selling that on Mercari. It smelled the same to me. It was just a little bit lighter, but I wanted the Eau de Parfum because it lasts for a long time. I wear this quite frequently. It's not just for spring. This can be worn really any time of the year, but this for me, oh my goodness, when the wind blows, I've worn this and I've received several compliments, and I would say this is a 10 out of 10 for me. When it comes down to this genre fragrance, love this. And again, this one is Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey Pure Nectar Eau de Parfum. Okay, so on to the next one. I just recently wore this again, and I said, oh my goodness, where have I been? Where? Okay, but this one is Tiffany Cole, and this is Tiffany. Oh God, this is so good. This does have patchouli, you guys, but it's more of a fresh, aquatic, musky first. The patchouli is in the dry down, but it's so faint. You really can't even smell patchouli. I mean, I can't. And this does actually last quite a while. The last time I wore this, I did receive a compliment on this, and honey, I smell good to myself. So it really didn't matter about the compliment, but I highly recommend this one. So if you have not tried this Tiffany by Tiffany Cole, definitely check it out. It's been out for quite a while, so I'm pretty sure maybe you have tried it, but if you have not, try it. It's not really beastly. It's not a strong, overpowering scent. It's kind of light, but this lasts. Definitely going to be getting a lot of wears for the spring with my Tiffany, so definitely check her out if you haven't done so as of yet. Okay, so we are just moving right on down the line. This particular brand is known for their musk. So if you do not know, that is the house of Narciso Rodriguez, and it is Narciso. This is a musky perfection. This can become quite overpowering. So I usually go a light with this. I can't do too much, but just maybe 2 sprays, I am good to go. And I love a musky perfume anyway, but this is the epitome of musk. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And I absolutely love Narciso Rodriguez Narciso. Now, this is a heavy white floral, and the floral is gardenia. You just kind of want to be careful when you spraying this gardenia in this. It is heavy. It's a heavy white floral, but the musk is the main player. It's the star of the show when it comes to this Narciso. Beautiful, mature scent. Lingers and lasts. This is a 10 out of 10 in my book. I absolutely love this one. And again, this is Narciso from the house of Narciso Rodriguez. Okay, so we have 2 fragrances left. And this next one is from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. And this is Dolce Garden. I have talked about Dolce Garden quite a bit. Now, when I first tried Dolce Garden, I really wasn't a fan. I don't know. I think it was that rollerball. I think it was really something with the rollerball because I bought it in the rollerball. This had to have been 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, almost 3 years ago. And I tried it again. I actually sprayed it on me, and definitely smell coconut. It's like a sweet tropical coconut, fruity. I think it has frangipani. Frangipani is like a tropical floral. Just picture a tropical floral garden with coconut trees in a tropical place. That is this in a bottle. This is gorgeous. It is sweet though, but this is beautiful. This is becoming one of my favorites from the Dolce line. Now, I do like the original Dolce just a little bit better because it's more easier to wear to me, especially if you want the florals. But this one is it's more tropical. This one is just sweet, and of course it has the note of coconut where it smells like a sweet tropical coconut paradise. It's how I could just sum this up. For me wearing this has turned to a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah. I love this. It's been out for quite some time, so it's really, really cheap on the discounted sites. Just saying, if you do not have it or you want to try it, this will only run you about $30, $35 a bottle. Very cheap, very inexpensive for a beautiful tropical coconutty scent for this spring. So when I want something sweet, I definitely pick up this. So again, this one is Dolce Garden from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. Okay, last but definitely not least, I haven't sprayed it in quite a while. But then when I wore it, I was like, Rhonda, where have you been, girl? But this one is Yves Saint Laurent Mon Petit Floral. This one is the original Mon Petit minus the patchouli with added notes of citrus and peach. But I'm kind of getting that same vibe that I got from the Gucci Flora or Fresh, where it's that juicy, it's kumquat. That's what's in Gucci Flora Fresh. I'm kind of getting that tropicalness from those citruses. That's what I'm thinking is, where this is coming from. But when I first tried this in the store, I was at Ulta. I sprayed it, but I was like, I really can't smell it. Like, I don't know if it's because all the other things that had been sprayed in the store, because there was a lot of people in the perfume section. So maybe it was just a mixture of what everybody else is spraying. But when I stepped outside, I said, you have got to be kidding me. I could smell the spray strip because I kept the strip of paper. Because when I spray them on there, I put them in my car. On my way home, I can smell them to see if I really like them or if they're going to change. I immediately went on the hunt to find me a bottle of this. I am so obsessed with this line, the Mon Petit line. I think I have about 8 of the Mon Petit. So I pretty much have all of them. perfume. This one is more befitting for spring. This is the one that I really like the fruits. I really love the peach. Oh, and that actually stands out. And it has a floral note of magnolia. And magnolia is like a waxy type of citrusy smell. Waxy lemon is what comes to mind when I think of magnolia. And that's really where you get, you know, those citruses in it. It's beautiful. And it lasts quite a while. This is that type of perfume you spray it would just catch up with you. Okay, even if you don't smell it, later on down the line, you're gonna get wafts of it like, wow, is this that? Yes, it's that. And it's beautiful. And I had to say this one for last because to me, this is probably the most underrated out of all the ones that I talked about. Maybe because there's so many in the collection now that people probably are tired of just like, oh, they coming out with another flanker. You know how it goes when they coming out with all these flankers. But this one, I think, kind of got lost in the sauce. And they also made a flanker to this one. So, which is the Mon Petit floral something. I got it. It's a limited edition. I can't remember. But that one is just a little bit more sweet than this. So, you know, it's a flanker. But this one, I think, gets lost in the sauce. But this one is so beautiful. And that's why I saved it for last. And again, this one is Yves Saint Laurent Mon Petit Floral. Okay, you guys. So this does sum up my top 10 the very best spring perfumes. And I enjoyed creating this video for you guys. And I am feeling so good. And I'm happy to be back. So I'm just going to keep rolling out the videos. So if you're interested, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not already done so. Share if you care. And also thumbs up this video if you really enjoyed the content. And as always, thank you so much for tuning in. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. What?